What is going on, my fellow zombie slayers? It is Nelly B here, and welcome back to a brand new Call of Duty Black Ops 3 Zombies video. And for today's video, we're going to be doing an Ultimate Zombies weapon comparison. What two weapons, you ask? The 1911, or better known as the M1911, and the MR6. Now, yes, both starting weapons, brand new 1911. I wanted to take this opportunity with the new introduction of the 1911 to compare it to the other starting weapon, the MR6. Now, doing all of this research, I came to find that the MR6 and the 1911 in Black Ops 3 Zombies, because yes, it's called the 1911, not the M1911, but I'll just refer to it as the M1911, in Black Ops 3 Zombies are basically the same thing. It's kind of weird, it's just one is more nostalgic than the other. So jumping straight into the video, we have the MR6. Is 8 in the clip or 32 in reserve starting off, or if you did all the Easter eggs, then it will be 8 in the clip and 80 in reserves, which is basically a max ammo for it. And it is available on all of the non-Zombies Chronicles maps. This includes Shadows of Evil, The Giant, Dreisendrach, Tsubunoshima, Grodkrovi, and Revelations. Now, for the fire rate for the MR6 is 500 rounds per minute. So no matter how fast you shoot this thing, it will only go up to 500 rounds per minute. You can keep on clicking it, and it does have a cap, but shooting this thing as fast as it can possibly go is probably going to be really hard unless you're on PC or you got a really fast trigger for it. Now, the reload for this weapon is going to be 1.5 seconds loaded and 1.8 seconds unloaded. So basically 1.5 seconds for at least one bullet in the clip and 1.8 seconds for no ammo in the clip. Now, the fire rate for this thing is semi-automatic, so you just got to keep tapping the trigger basically. The recoil on this thing is really low, it's barely even noticeable. Now, we're going to switch it up for the damage a little bit for these weapons. We're going to do round 1 and round 20, just because these weapons are really only effective unpack punched on round 1. They're okay on round 2, but you really don't want to take them past round 1. You're going to want to buy the RK5 or the Shiva. Either one is going to be better than these weapons after round 1. Now, the damage on round 1 is 4 shots to the head and 6 shots to the body. Now, that leads us straight into the pack punch version of this weapon, which is the Death and Taxes. It becomes dual wield, then starts to fire grenades. The damage on round 20 for this thing is 2 shots with splash damage. The damage for this thing, direct contact is 1,000, and the explosive damage is 1,200 to 75. The most damage you could do with this thing is 1,200 if you shoot it directly, like right next to their foot, and the furthest away it will do 75 damage. Now, this is explosive damage. Now, this fire rate is going to be 300 RPM, which is a bit slower, but it really doesn't matter that much. Now, the reload speeds are going to be the same. Obviously, adding speed cola will increase the reload speed, and the double tap will increase the fire rate as well. Now, this weapon is still going to be semi-automatic, so you can't just hold down the triggers and keep shooting. You have to keep hitting them. Now, obviously, transitioning between these two, I want to give a little insight or information. Just use danger closest with these weapons. If you don't have danger closest, there really is no point to using them, simply because PhD isn't a thing in Black Ops 3, which really sucks. If you keep hitting the gobblegum once a round or twice a round, you will get danger closest and be able to use it. I think it's available. I think its use is up to 3 rounds, and I think that's actually pretty good. These weapons without danger closest are useless, but with danger closest can actually be really clutch. Now, moving on to the M1911, the availability is all Zombies Chronicle maps except for Origins. So Nacht, Verrückt, Shinonuma, Kino, Ascension, Shang, and Moon. I said all of that in one sitting. I can't believe I remembered those. My memory is really bad if you can't tell. Now, the ammo in the 1911 is 8 in the clip and 32 in reserves if you didn't do all the Easter eggs, but since I have, it is 8 in the clip and 80 in reserves starting. The fire rate on this thing is going to be a bit faster than the MR6, 625 rounds per minute, and it is also going to be semi-automatic, obviously, and the recoil is basically none. There's no recoil on this thing, so it's a bit better than the MR6 in that sense. And for the damage on round 1, it is going to be 4 shots to the head and 6 shots to the body, same with the MR6. And for the reload speed, it's going to be a bit longer, 1.6 seconds loaded and 1.9 seconds unloaded. Now, going to the Mustang and Sally, it is going to be as well dual wield with grenades, with contact grenades, basically meaning when the grenades hit a zombie or hit anything, hit a wall, hit the ground, hit an object, they're going to explode. They're not going to bounce up and, you know, ricochet and then explode. They're just going to explode. On round 20, these things do 2 shots, which is kind of weird. I was getting 1 shot, but I was also getting 2 shots, so it really depends on where you shoot, I guess. And for the direct damage, it's also going to be 1,000, and the explosive damage is 1,275, 1,200 being the closest without hitting them, and 75 being the furthest away without hitting them. Now the ammo is going to be the same, 6 and 6 with 56 in reserves, and the RPM is a slow 300, slower than the actual 1911. And the reload speed is going to be 1.6 seconds. Obviously, getting Speed Cola again will increase this reload speed. Now the perks I would recommend is Jug, Stamina Up, Speed Cola, and for solo, Quick Revive. If you're not playing solo and you're playing with other teammates, you can get Quick Revive, but if you don't want to, you can get Double Tap. But obviously with Black Ops 3, you can literally get every perk without even having to get Perkaholic. And on maps like Ascension, you can get perks from the monkeys and Origins from the mounds, and there's different ways to get more perks, but those 4, if you're not gonna get those extra perks, just get Jug, Stamina, Speed Cola, Double Tap, or Quick Revive. Now the winner for me is going to have to be a tie. Basically, these things are pretty much the same weapon, just reskins of each other. Sure, the 1911 sounds a bit different, and it's got a slower reload speed, but it has a faster fire rate. But in a nutshell, these things are basically the same weapon. I would have put the MR6 as a winner, just simply because it's available on disc, but most people playing, I would believe, have Zombies Chronicles. So yeah, it's got to be a tie for me. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think what should have won. Leave a comment down below what 2 weapons you want me to compare for the next Ultimate Zombies weapon comparison. And I hope to be doing these more often. If you guys did enjoy the video, then make sure to leave a like. If you're new to the channel, obviously subscribe and put that notification bell on, because I'm going to be streaming more often. Yeah, it's going down. I'm actually going to be streaming later. So yeah, subscribe, notifications, do it all. Anyways guys, that is going to be it for the video. Peace.